What is a Gonstead chiropractor looking for when we're doing palpation? In this video, I'm going to tell you. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 24 years. I'm going to give you realistic advice based on my experience. Now, a lot of times patients in my office, when I explain to them I'm palpating their spine, it's not palpitations. Palpitations is a bad thing. The word palpation means to feel. So what happens is when we're feeling the spine, we're doing a couple things. Number one, when we're running our fingers down the spinal bones, we're looking for a feeling of texture. And what this means is that if I were to take a rubber band, and here I have a rubber band on the spine, and I were to have it just loosely across, you can feel that it's nice and soft. But if I were to really stretch it, then it's real tight. And so what we're doing is we're looking for, when we're palpating the spine, we're looking for how much tension is in that rubber band. Now, rubber bands are not in the spine, but there are ligaments. So when you have the person's spine and you're running your fingers along the spine, what we're doing is we're looking for a sensation of tightness in the ligaments. And the best way to explain that, it's like a rubber band that's pulled taut around the spine. The second thing is we're looking for areas of muscles where you can feel the muscles are trying to protect that area of the spine. When you have joint damage, the body instinctively knows that and will try to tighten areas around it neurologically. So not only on the spine, but on the sides of the spine, when we're palpating the muscles, we're actually looking for where those muscles are abnormally tight and taut and protectively spasming in that area. The last thing that we're doing, which is a deep palpation, is we're actually applying pressure on the joints and actually feeling how the spine moves. Now, I have other videos that you can go to the playlist and find where you're actually watching me palpating the spine during movement. And so what we're looking for is how well does that spinal joint move? Does the spinal joint move to the left? Does it move to the right? Does it bend to the left? Does it bend to the right? Does it go forward? Does it go back? Because this is the way you can specifically apply an adjustment force to correct that abnormal motion. Lastly, we do look for what's called edema, which is a fancy word for saying swelling. Sometimes, particularly down in the lower back, you'll feel a puffiness or a swelling. That sometimes can be a sign that there's either a hypermobility or an area where there's an injury, and that is what we're looking for. So hopefully this has been informative to you to understand what a Gonstead chiropractor is doing, such as myself, when I'm looking and palpating the actual spine. Like I said in the beginning, I've been a chiropractor for 24 years. I've been doing this for that long. So it almost becomes instinctively as time goes on. So very often you just put your hands on the spine and you can do all these things relatively quickly and examine a patient. This is done every visit, every single time a person comes in, and that is how we examine someone's spine.